Hello, everybody, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. Tonight, the Waco Lions host the Killeen Kangaroos. I'm Lark Smith, along with the coach Butch Henry. And, Coach, the Roos come in after losing last week.
Yeah, they're looking for their first win, and, of course, Marty Herbst and Waco Lions looking for their second win. But what concerns him more about Killeen than anything is their size. Their front seven returned intact from last year, and they are big. So basically it's going to come down to this. It's going to be size against speed. We'll see who wins that.
Well, my vote usually goes with speed. We'll find out. It's the Killeen Kangaroos and the Waco Lions. It's coming up next right here on Waco ISD TV.
Welcome back to Waco ISD Stadium as the Waco Lions get ready to come on to the field. The Killeen Kangaroos and their maroon and white have already made their way onto the field. There you see the Lions coming through their run-through tunnel, led by the cheerleading squad. Killeen Kangaroos lost last week to Stony Point, 42-21. Their head coach, Neil Searcy's in his third season guiding the Killeen football fortunes, a record of 7 wins and 15 losses with that loss last week to Stony Point. They will take on Vandegrift after this game against Waco next week, and then finish off their non-district schedule against Round Rock McNeil. They're part of District 8 6A. Coach, another 6A squad that the Waco Lions are taking on in non-district.
Yes, they're not picking on any weak sisters. They're playing a tough schedule, and Marty said that'll help them down the line, but he's real concerned, like I talked to him pregame, about the size of his Killeen, especially their front seven. And I'm going to tell you, they have a young man. He wears number 5. His name is Montego Muckelvaney, and he's a preseason district MVP. They say he is something else when he gets his hands on the football, so they've got to watch it because they'll be throwing him. They got a left-handed quarterback, Marcellus Johnson, who returns from last year.
Well, you mentioned their front seven, especially on that defensive line. They got some size that goes along with some speed. Keep your eye on number 99, Isaiah Bennett.
Yeah, buddy.
Just 6 foot, 215 pounds, but 4.70 in the 40-yard dash. Also got some pretty good size right there in the middle of that defensive line. One of what appears to be about 5 Samoans that have moved into the Killeen area. His name is Alzika Ulafale Hines. That's the best.
That's easy for you to say.
As close as I'm going to get tonight.
They do have some names on there, and I'm just hoping some of these guys don't log much time. That's all I can tell you.
He's number 58. He's 6'6" and 295.
Yep.
A senior that runs a 5'2" 40. The junior ROTC from Waco High has presented the colors at midfield. It's time now for our national anthem. Marty Herbst, the head coach of the Waco Lions, comes in with a record of 30 wins and 27 losses in his 6th season, guiding the Waco High School football program. A win last week over San Antonio Roosevelt by a score of 41-17. Next week they'll be on the road at Harker Heights, a team that beat Elgin last week 27-21. They're taking on Round Rock McNeil this week. Captains meeting at midfield for Waco Heights, DJ Mangum, number 4, along with number 20, Terrence Hamilton, also number 5. Coach, I don't have a number 5 on my roster.
Michael Stimson.
That's Michael Stimson.
Yeah.
They just didn't put him on the roster. Oh, there he is. And then we also have, who is that, 98? Yeah, that's Teodric Eastland. For Killeen, number 4, DJ Dormius. Number 8, Bo Buckley. Number 43, Talamalusi Lefotu.
They nicknamed Tula.
Tula. And then number 99, Isaiah Bennett. Who's our officiating crew tonight, Coach?
Well, they're all from the Waco chapter. Brad Strickland's wearing the white hat tonight. Umpire is Derek McGowan. Linesman is Jamie Minshew. Line judge is Bill Lawrence. And back judge is Rodney Sims. Bill Lawrence is everywhere. He does Big 12 women's basketball also. He's from the big city of Clifton.
I believe Killeen won the toss and deferred, so Waco High is going to take the football, and they will travel from right to left on your video screen.
You know, last week, I guess you could say a star was born in Josh Hamilton, somebody we hadn't seen. He had one heck of a game last week, so, I mean, you'll see him get more touches tonight.
Certainly will. Back deep for the Lions will be number 9, Quinn Williams. He'll be in the middle. On the near side is number 21, Randy Carpenter. On the far side is number 8, Nico Gibson.
Well, can you believe it? The kicker's wearing different color shoes.
Yeah, that's number 49, Jesus Gomez, with the yellow shoes. He's a senior. So we'll pretty much know when the kicker's on the field.
Yes, you
Got
will.
those taxi cab yellow shoes on. Lions looking to go to 2-0 on the season. And we are underway. It's a pop-up toward the near side, taken at the 32-yard line. That was DJ Mangum that gets it out to the 43. That's where Waco will have the ball, 1st and 10.
As Jalen Harris and company, led by the running back, Terrence Hamilton, you know what he can do. Last week I thought Roosevelt did a good job of pretty much keeping him bottled up.
Keyshawn Dudley, the center. Jordan Banda and David Chavez are the guards, the tackles. Jamar Wheelis and Darian McLean. 1st and 10 from the 43. Harris fakes the handoff, rolling to the right, looking for a target. Was going to try to throw the ball, but all of a sudden he's wrapped up by Amir Ward.
Yeah, they usually script the first 10 or 15 plays, and I guess they decided to try to throw it on 1st down and had 3 receivers out. However, Jalen Harris did not have time.
He did get a yard out of the play. Excuse me, he lost yardage back to the 39. I'm sorry. Loss of 4 on the play. Straight ahead running is Terrence Hamilton. He'll get it up to the 41-yard line for a gain of 2.
Isaiah Bennett in on the tackle for Killeen. We'll call his name a lot tonight, I would imagine.
I'd say I got a feeling I'm going to hear that a lot from you tonight. 3rd and 11 on the rollout. Harris squares up the shoulders. No one to throw to. Now throws late, and it's complete at the 45-yard line in Killeen territory to LaDon King. And 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that was a nice throw that time by Jalen Harrison. It's very difficult for a right-hander to roll left and throw that football like he did, but there is a flag.
Ouch.
Third down.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. -10 on the holding. That'll run it all the way back to the 31.
Well, that was a huge penalty that time. So
Certainly was.
now they got third and a whole bunch.
Straight drop back. Now Harris steps up in the pocket, eludes a couple of tacklers, but is going to be forced out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I tell you, number 44, that Ward youngster for Killeen, he was in the backfield putting pressure on Harris again. He's a hard man to handle.
+7 for Harris. It brings up a 4th and 13. Remember, like 4th and 15. Escada back to punt. Punts it to the 20, and it takes a Waco roll inside the 10-yard line. This is going to be an excellent job by Escada to get it all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Lark, they had 2 return men back. Both of them looked at each other, thought the other one was going to catch it. Neither one of them did. So Waco High's got them pinned way back in their own territory.
So I got it, you take it.
Yeah.
Waco High keeps the ball for a minute and 41 seconds. On their first drive, picks up 1 first down. Killeen starting at their own 5-yard line with 10 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Marcellus Johnson is the quarterback. That running back next to him is Demariante Moore. Johnson, the lefty, throws out the flat, and it is complete to DJ Dormus. Gain of about 3 on the play. From the 8, 2nd down and 7. Another pass out in the flat. This is complete to Montego Mucklevaney. That's the guy who Butch says we'll hear a lot about tonight.
And you know, last week against Harker Heights, I don't think they threw the ball to him but 3 or 4 times, and that was very surprising because he is their go-to guy.
Get it out to the 14-yard line. Gain of 6 brings up a 3rd and 1. Straight ahead running. Bennett is swallowed up. Is that big Nicavian Vincent that gets to him?
It is. And, you know, Nicavian did not start the football game due to certain reasons, I guess, but he came in the second series and wrapped him up, so they're going to forcing a punt right off the bat.
A loss of 1 on the play, back to the 13, brings up 4th and 2 at the Kangaroo 13-yard line. Gomez back to punt. Got a couple of Lions back to receive. Ball's going to hit at the 45, picked up on the fly by Basie. DeAndre Basie is going to be able to get it out of bounds in Killeen territory at about the 42-yard line.
Pretty decent field position. You take one more look at Basie right there. Good thing he got that ball because it had the punter's roll on it. And if he hadn't picked it up, then they probably got another 10 or 15 yards out of it.
They're at the Killeen 42-yard line for their second possession of the night with 9 minutes and a second left on first quarter clock. Killeen kept it for a minute 18 on that possession. Full house backfield with Harris. He'll hand it off to Terrence Hamilton, and Hamilton over right tackle gets it down to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 7 on the play.
I tell you, there's some good blocking up front of that offensive line. McLean, Banda, Dudley, Chavez, Willis.
We go back to it quickly, and there goes Jalen Harris. Will they catch him? That's the question. He's into the end zone for the touchdown from 35 yards out, but there's a flag back at the 9-yard line.
So what could be the flag on that? Could they be holding way down there?
That's the only thing I can think.
Block in the back. number 5 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
I bet Marty Herbst is fit to be tied. That's 2 pretty good plays that's been called back.
So Harris picks up 30 down to the 5-yard line, but then they have the penalty that takes it back to the 19. So I guess they say it was happened at the 6, so give him a 29-yard pickup. They do have a first down, though, at the 19. Harris looking to pass and misses his target. That's the first time he's targeted Josh Hamilton tonight. Josh couldn't come back to get it.
You know, with Josh Hamilton and Malcolm Simpson out there, and they also have Quinn Williams, they have 3 really good receivers.
Bring up a second down and 10. Clock stopped at 8:30 left to go first quarter. No score yet between the Lions and the Roos. Don King in the backfield now with Harris. Quinn Williams, the lone receiver at the bottom of your screen. They hand it off to King. King gets around the end. He has a pathway to the goal line, and he's in for the 6. LaDon King with his first touchdown of the season puts the Lions on the board first with 8:22 to go first quarter.
We talked about it on the pregame, Lark. It's speed against size. And so far, what I've seen, speed's going to win out, just like you said.
Chris Escada on to attempt the extra point. And it is good. 8:22 to go first quarter. Waco High draws first blood. They're on top 7-0 thanks to a 19-yard touchdown gallop by LaDon King.
You see some of the flag corps there for Waco High celebrating. And you remember Will Richards III, don't you?
Yes, I do.
He's now out at Howard Payne.
Okay.
So, and you know, bless his heart, he was injured the last couple of years off and on, and I hate it because he was a really good player. Now that young lady there is really cute as a speckled puppy. My daddy is a super, I can't see the bottom of him. There he is, whatever he is, he's super.
He's a superstar.
Some of the Waco High faithful, a lot of students from Waco High sitting right down there about the 30-yard line behind the Waco High bench. Corey Snake Ibram. I didn't know Snake was his nickname. Did you?
Didn't know that. That was a 42-yard drive that only took 32 seconds and 4 plays to get into the end zone.
We've seen us play to kick the ball deep. We've seen him kick a pooch kick. They got 3 or 4 different types of kickoffs, so we'll see what this one is.
Dormius and McElvaney are both deep. Skada will kick it deep. McElvaney will field it at the 6. Tries to get behind the wall, but he gets thrown down very rudely by Danico Gibson.
Well, that was a nice tackle by Gibson. And once again, Killeen's going to have the football deep in their own territory. You can get another look at it. That was a nice tackle by Gibson that time.
First and 10 for Killeen at their own 13-yard line. Both of their possessions here in the first quarter have occurred inside their own 20. Johnson sends a man in motion, hands it off to that motion man coming around the right side. That's Zion Love with the football, and he'll has the first down of the night for the Kangaroos out at the 29-yard line.
Tackle that time made by Teandre Basie, and I believe there's a flag on the play.
Holding.
Ouch.
Number 12 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So he got 7 yards up to the 20, but now they'll mark it back to the 10.
I'll think Elijah's the guy that got called for that holding penalty. You notice I didn't say the last name.
I think I understand why. Still first down. Now first down and 13. Hand off to the running back. Nice hole for Moore to go through, and gets about 10 yards out to the, well, they mark him at the 19, so give him 9.
Nice tackle that time by old Dooley Coleman. You see Dooley right there. I don't know, how big's that right tackle for Killeen? That guy looks like a giant.
Pretty good size. Second down and 4. Johnson flushed out of the pocket, now throws in and out of the hands of one and into the other Killeen Kangaroo across the 30-yard line. Nice job on the tip drill. Taken in by Dormius.
I tell you what, Killeen got a break on this. This ball was nearly intercepted, but you'll see it right there. It just pops out of the hands. There it is.
Out to the 38-yard line, first down and 10. Pass into the flat once again. It's Dormius, but he's only going to get a yard out of it to the 39.
You know, they've thrown 3 passes to that same spot so far tonight. We still have not seen McElvaney catch the ball in space where he can boogie, because he can go.
He's had 1 6-yard reception, and that's it. Trip receivers to the near side. Johnson setting up the screen, complete to his running back Moore, but Moore is tackled almost immediately for no gain, if maybe even a yard loss.
They're going to Kevian Benson in on that tackle. He had run a long way, so he's going to come out and get a little blow right now.
Going to mark it a loss back to the 33.
I believe Anthony Eastland is in the game, taking Vincent's place.
Third down and 10 from the 33. Johnson rolls, throws, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it to McElvaney on his own sideline, but nothing doing there, and Waco High's defense once again gives up. Well, they give up just 1 first down, but it's going to force a punt.
Very good defense that time by the Dominion Lions.
So once again, 49 in to punt. Just 1 man deep this time for Waco High. I believe that's Edward Coleman that's deep. End over end punt. Going to take a Killeen roll, and actually that's Randy Carpenter who's going to watch it roll all the way to the Waco High 20. So 5 minutes and 31 seconds left to go first quarter. Waco High getting the ball for the 3rd time in the first quarter, leading 7-0.
And we'll see if Josh Hamilton's back in the football game. He was out for that last series, but I believe he'll be back in this time. And he's a young man that can go the distance at any time.
He is in the tailback spot behind the quarterback. LaDon King also in the backfield. Hamilton gets the handoff, follows a good block for about a 5-yard gain up to the 25.
I tell you what, LaDon King is another young man that we've already seen tonight. He's got excellent speed.
Brings up a 2nd down and 5. Michael Stimson, the wide receiver at the top of your screen. Handoff, though, goes to Hamilton coming around the left side. He runs over 1 Killeen Kangaroo for the first down and takes it all the way up to the 37. 12-yard pickup with the punishing run by Terrence Hamilton.
Boy, that was a nice run. If you could take a look at it, he actually did run over the defender right there. Just ducked his old head and ran over.
Darius Brown wonders what hit him. At that time, Terrence Hamilton once again has the football up to the 41 for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6.
Waco High coaching staff is doing a good job of mixing up the pass and the run right now. And I still look for Josh Hamilton. He's got to be a main player in this offense.
He's definitely the bell cow. I think he was held under 100 yards last week. If he got 100 yards, it was just barely over. Josh Hamilton in motion. Pitch goes to Terrence Hamilton. Follows a block by LaDon King and steps out at the 45-yard line. Pickup of another 4 on the play is going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
There's Terrence Hamilton. There's his old brother blocking for him, well, attempting to block for him. He did all right, I guess.
Terrence does a good job of using his blocks properly.
He certainly does.
See if they stay on the ground on 3rd and 2. They do. Terrence Hamilton straight ahead to midfield. Well, this is the Terrence Hamilton drive.
Is it just me, or does it seem like he's running with more reckless abandon than he did last week?
It certainly is. Out to the 50 for a gain of 6. Quickly, they're back up to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout is called on the opposite sideline by Killeen. So 4 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Waco High with a 7-0 lead, and they have picked up a couple of first downs on their way from their own 20 out to midfield.
Yeah, and after tonight, Waco High hits the road. They go to Harker Heights, then they go to Midway. And I think they open up district play on the road also. So I think they have 3 consecutive road games, I believe.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they'll start off with A&M Consolidated on the road after taking on Midway to finish off district play.
A&M Consolidated under Coach Fedora. It's his first year. He's going back home.
Yeah, the Lions next week will be on the road at Harker Heights. Harker Heights taking on Round Rock McNeil tonight after winning their opening game over Elgin 27-21. Coaches have finished issuing instructions.
Look at the mascots for the Lions out here tonight. They're having a good time.
Harris keeps Hamilton in the backfield with him, hands it off to T. Ham, and he only has a couple of yards up to about the 48-yard line.
That was good defense that time from Killeen, especially from Paulie, what is Tallahooley or something like that?
Close enough.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah. Second down and 8. Harris looking to throw, going to Quinn Williams down the near sideline and overthrows him by about 2 yards.
Boy, they had touchdown written all over it. As Quinn Williams that time certainly had the secondary man beat. You look at it right there, just overthrown just about maybe a foot. That would have been a touchdown right there, no question about it.
Just a straight fly by Quinn Williams on that one. Brings up a 3rd down and 8. Not the first true passing down that the Lions have had in their 3 drives. 3rd time they've had the ball in this first quarter. Harris again dropping back the pass, setting up the screen, but where's his screen man?
Well, I tell you what, the reason he threw it like he did, Isaiah Bennett was right there. He nearly picked this rascal off. You'll see number 99 coming to your screen. And he was in pretty good position. He kind of smelled that one out.
Terrence Hamilton just was not in the position that Harris was looking for him. Now we're going to pass out of punt formation to Quinn Williams, and it's complete for the first down. That pass thrown by the punter, Michael Stimpson. Another riverboat gambler move here.
That's one of those Johnny Tusa plays right there. He did that quite often when they split, when the whiteout man was not covered. Evidently he wasn't.
Goes all the way down to the 22 for a pickup of 26 on the play. Jalen Harris on the keeper, gets it inside the 20. Pick up a 3 on that play to the 19. 2nd down and 7. Fake the handoff. Harris has the football. A nice sidestep. Gets him room toward the end zone, and he'll make it from 19 yards out. Jalen Harris scores to make it 13-0. Waco with a try for point to come.
Once again, here comes Jalen Harris coming right into your living room. He put it in overdrive. Nobody's going to catch that young man up. And the speed right now has been a big difference, in my opinion, in this football game.
Chris Escada going to try the point after. And it is good. 2:45 left to go, first quarter. Waco High is up their lead to 14-0 after an 11-play, 80-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
A lot of versatility this thing, the Waco High offense. They running some screens, throwing it, and you go see another look at the touchdown. He cuts to the outside. And right there, it's Katie bar the door. He is gone to the house.
Waco High doing a good job of jumping out front as they scored in 2 of their first 3 possessions of the ball game. Killeen has had the ball twice and has only managed 1 first down against the Waco High defense.
So far, they've kept their main man, McElvaney, in tow, and Marcellus Johnson, the quarterback, who throws left-handed, he's really not had a lot of success. In the one play that they did have success on was called back for holding.
Dormius and Devontae Cochran are the 2 deep for Killeen.
Who's that kicking? Is that the same guy?
No, sir, that is number 84, Raul Toribio. Toribio with the pop-up kick. Gonna come down and fumbled. Waco High is there right on top of it. The ball is scrambled for, and Waco High has it. On the football for the Lions, number 42, Michael Howard. And Waco High once again is set up deep in Killeen territory at their 14-yard line.
I tell you what, Tariq Webb that time really made that play. He's the one that hit the returner right when he's trying to pick that ball up and made him fumble.
Waco High with the ball at the Killeen 14-yard line. Handoff to LaDon King. He's already scored once tonight. He's not going to get around the corner, maybe a yard, and that's all he's going to get.
I guess the best way to go against that size is to try to get outside, but that time there was no place to go. LaDon King just could not turn the corner, and he was finally brought down by a good tackle by Willie McKee.
Didn't he play for the Cardinals?
Yeah, used to.
2nd and 9. Fake the handoff to Hamilton. There goes Jalen Harris. He's in the end zone for the 2nd time. And the Lions are out front 20-0.
You know what made that play was the fake to Terrence Hamilton. And Isaiah Bennett fell for it. He hit Terrence right at the line of scrimmage, but Terrence didn't have the football.
Waco High takes advantage of the turnover. Took him 1:55 on this drive. Escada on to tack on the point. And does so successfully. 1:58 left to go in the first quarter, and Waco High extends its lead to 21-0.
Lark, this is a clean team that, according to Texas Football Magazine, was picked 3rd in their district behind Midway and Belton.
And you see once again, Jalen Harris gets into the end zone. Again, 2 plays, 14 yards.
Well, he's quite a weapon, isn't he? He can throw the football, he can run the football.
Actually, it was 1:47 on that possession. So Lions doing a good job of building an early lead here in the first quarter. Didn't they have like 24 points in the first quarter last week, Coach?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Coming up at the end of the quarter, we're going to honor some former Richfield Rams. Once again, Toribio with the pop-up kick. Picked up there by McElvaney. He cuts toward the middle of the field, now cuts back to the side. Toribio misses him, but he's finally knocked out of bounds on the Waco sideline at about the 40. It's a nice return by McElvaney.
It was a nice return. He showed right there that he doesn't have blazing speed, but he starts off that to the left, he comes back, cuts against the grain. Makes a good run that time, gives them probably the best field position they've had tonight.
Yeah, it is definitely their best field position. Just the third time the Killeen's had the ball. They started drives at their 5 and their 13, now at the 40, just 60 yards away. Marcellus Johnson, the quarterback. A reverse to the wide receiver, Zion Love. And Love gets it into Waco High territory all the way down to the 45. Pick up a 15 on that play by Love.
He was finally corralled down that time by old Dooley Coleman.
Just the second first down for the Kangaroos with 1:30 and counting left in the first quarter of play. Johnson to pass under duress. He gets it off to McElvaney, and McElvaney is in the open for the first time tonight and gets 10 yards out to the Waco 35.
DJ Mangum made the tackle for Waco High, but you're seeing right now they're trying to get the ball to McElvaney a little bit more than they did earlier on.
Wide receivers on the near side of Brendan Fox and DJ Dormius. Fake the handoff. Johnson keeps the ball. Has it for about 6 yards down to the 29.
Marcellus Johnson is not known for his running ability. He doesn't have that great of speed. He does throw the football well, but you see right there, he picked up a few yards, but not as many as they wanted, I'll tell you that.
Brings up a second down and 4. Moore can't make up his mind which side of Johnson to be on. Pass in the flat. Nice juke move there by Dormius, and gets it down to the 19 for a 10-yard pickup on the play.
Dooley Coleman had him at the line of scrimmage. Like I said, he put a little juke move on, and you'll see it right here. You'll see 27 come your screen right there. He had him. He just put the juke move and picked up good yardage.
22 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson again to pass. Throws complete. Once again, it's to Dormius. Dormius is knocked down when he gets to the 14.
Nice tackle by DeAndre Basley that time, I believe. No, it was not Basley. I'm sorry. That was DJ Mangum.
Picked up 5 on the play, and that's going to be the final play of our first quarter. After 12 minutes of play, our score is Waco High 21 and Killeen nothing. Let's go down to the field for a special presentation. Here's our stadium announcer, Mr. Snookhouse.
Honors the most successful golf team in the history of school district. In 1981, the Richfield golf team was composed of John Derrick, Don Dean, Dan Slinky, and two of them, they're not here, Neil Barfield and Woody Englander. They finished as a state runner-up behind Stafford Dulles High School. The Rams had a composite score of 603 shots over 36 holes, defeating Cypress Creek by 7 shots for second place. Please join the athletic department in honoring the 1981 golf team from Richfield High School as we enter each name into our lifetime athletic honor roll as our newest members. Congratulations to the 1981 Richfield golf team.
John Derrick still hits that golf ball pretty good.
Yes, he does. Sure,
There's a
Don
good
Dean
look
does as well.
Yeah, Don Dean was my quarterback in Pop Warner football.
So Neil Barfield and Woody Englander. I know
Yeah.
Woody's still around town.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to those gentlemen. Start of the second quarter, Killeen on the march from their own 40. They're down to the Waco 14, facing a 2nd and 5. Handoff goes to Moore around the right end, trying to get around the corner. Nice job of bottling him up out there by DeAndre Basie, but he does get inside the 5-yard line.
Well, Basie did his job. He made him cut to the inside, which that's what you want to do, let the pursuit catch up with him. That was a nice gain that time. Now they're knocking on the door.
Before we get to this play, let's go downstairs and check in with our sideline reporter talking to the golf team. Take it away.
Thanks, Lark and Butch. I'm here tonight with the 1981 Richfield High golf silver medalists. Now, could you tell us your names?
John Derrick.
Steve Swinkie.
Don Dean.
Now, John, tell me how excited you are to be recognized by the Waco ISD's wonderful athletic department.
It's an honor to be here tonight. I really enjoyed playing golf at Richfield. I made some lifelong friends that I still keep up with, and it's just nice to be part of the WISD legacy.
Now, tell me, do you still play golf?
I still play.
Awesome. Now, let's turn and talk to Steve. Now, Steve, could you tell us about your experience at Richfield High golfing?
It was a great experience. These guys were so talented, and they were so good at golf, and they were such good friends. It made it a lot of fun to play, and we had a lot of success.
How about you, sir?
It was a great experience. You know, a lot of us grew up playing together since we were 8, 9 years old, and you know, golf's a sport you can play your whole life, and a lot of us still play a lot today together, and it's just been a great experience, and we appreciate the honor.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out here tonight. Now, let's take it back up to Lark and Butch.
All right, thank you very much. While we were taking care of that, the Killeen Kangaroos were taking care of finishing off that 7-play, 60-yard drive with a 5-yard touchdown run by Moore. And they get the extra point and make it 21-7.
So now Waco High is going to have to come back and answer and mount some type of good drive of their own, eat up some clock, try to hang on to that lead.
Against line with a 21-7 lead. They've gotten a couple of touchdowns from Jalen Harris and one from LaDon King. And finally, for Killeen, Mariante Moore gets into the end zone. They did most of that through the air, but finally got the touchdown on the ground. Kickoff taken at the 10-yard line. Randy Carpenter weaving his way through Killeen Kangaroos out into the open. He's shirt-tail tackled at the 50-yard line. Great job by Randy Carpenter, taken from the 10.
That was a touchdown saving tackle by Michael Joseph, number 28. You'll see him coming here, grab him right by the jersey and pull him down. I thought he was gone.
I think he thought he was too. Once again, Waco High starting off in Killeen territory. They did that on their last possession thanks to a fumble recovery on a kickoff. Usually after a play like that, a coach likes to go for the jugular, so let's see if they go long. Got Michael Stimson at the bottom of your screen. Now they're going to hand it straight off to Terrence Hamilton, and Hamilton a good fighting job to get 5 yards on it, down to the 40.
A nice tackle by Ward that time from Killeen, number 44.
2nd and 5. Hamilton again with the football and a big crease over the left side, and he's gone to the house. You're not stopping him from 40 yards out. Terrence Hamilton in the end zone to make it 27-7 Waco.
tell you what, I believe I could have run through that hole. Give a little credit to McLean, Banda, Dudley, Chavez, Willis. These guys opened up a big hole for Terrence that time. I don't even think he was touched.
I have to agree with you. Skata on to put the point after on the board, and it's good. 10:44 left to go in the first half. Waco High's lead now 28-7 over Killeen.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get another look at that touchdown. I would think we would. Maybe not, but it was a thing of beauty. He just went right up Main Street into the end zone.
41 seconds is all it took for that two-play drive. It went 45 yards. Touchdown scored on a 40-yard run by Terrence Hamilton. So Hamilton has a touchdown. LaDon King has a touchdown. Jalen Harris has 2 touchdowns. They're all on the ground for Waco High tonight. Right now, the Waco High offense, 15 rushing plays for 164 yards on the ground. Jalen Harris just 2 of 5 passing for 30 yards, but they're just 6 yards shy of 200 yards in the first half, and we still got 10:44 to play in the period.
And I think any running back will tell you you're only as good as your offensive line, and those guys doing a really good job up front. They're usually the unsung heroes.
Again, it'll be Toribio doing the kickoff. He's the one that does the pop-ups. Killeen expecting it to some degree with Tavarian Grant and Blaze Albino waiting at the 25-yard line. He will kick it deep, though. It's going to come to Demarius at the 7. And up the sideline he'll come, sidestep some would-be tacklers, and then finally hit from behind when he gets up to the 28-yard line.
That tackle made by Damon Dawkins that time.
From the 6 to the 27, he got 21 yards on that return. Killeen will have it at their 27-yard line, trailing by 3 touchdowns at 28-7. Waco High jumped out to a 21-0 lead. With about 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Johnson has a new running back in the backfield with him. That's Blaze Albino. Gives it off on the jet sweep to Love. Love tries to cut back inside, picks up a couple of blocks, stays on his feet, and fights his way up to the 37. Make it the 36.
That was a nice run that time, no doubt about it. You see him come back, pick up a couple of blocks. There he comes. He is finally brought down by, I'm sorry, I can't read the number, my bad.
Okay, that's fine. 2nd and 1 from the 36. This time the handoff in the backfield goes to Albino. He's got a first down and has it close to Waco High territory down to the Killeen 49.
That was Catfish Norman that made that last tackle. There, I think it may be him again. Yeah, it was.
Went from the 36 to the 49, a gain of 13 on that last play, and we have an injury to a Waco Lion on the Killeen sideline. They check him out. Let's recap the scoring. Waco High got the ball first, got 1 first down before they had to punt. Killeen, though, held to no first downs on their first possession. Then on the Waco High's second possession, they go 42 yards in 4 plays, score on a 19-yard run by LaDon King. Killeen gets a first down on their second possession, but that's all before they have to punt the ball away, and Waco High then proceeds to go 80 yards in 11 plays and 246, with Jalen Harris getting into the end zone from 19 yards out. Then a fumble recovery on the ensuing kickoff set Waco up at the 14. 2 plays to get in the end zone, a 13-yard touchdown by Jalen Harris. Killeen answers that with a 7-play, 60-yard drive. on the 5-yard touchdown run by Moore. But then Waco High answers back with a 2-play drive of 45 yards. That's where we stand.
Tiandre Basie, a cornerback's young man, they helped off the field. Hopefully he's all right. It looks like from here it was an ankle.
Gain of 1 to the 50-yard line for Albino. Brings up 2nd down and 9. Clock rolling with 9:20 left to go in the first half. New number in the game for Killeen, number 24, Elijah Taylor. He's in the slot back on the near side. Back to pass. Johnson looks to the far side. And it's incomplete. Lyons is there to take it away from Mucklevaney. Nice job by Lyons to get in the middle of that one.
Yeah, he thought he had a pick right there. In fact, he nearly did have. That was really good coverage that time. You see Lyons coming your screen right there, goes up and couldn't quite hang on.
He had an interception last week.
Yes, he did.
Checking into the defense for Waco High is Corey Ebron. Checking in for James Evans. Looking for a little pass rush here on 3rd down and 9 at midfield. Johnson again has plenty of time. Now he has an opening up the middle of the field. He has a 1st down and more. Gets by one would-be tackler, but then steps out of bounds at the Waco 35 after pick up the 15 on the play.
You look right here, that was a pretty nifty little run right there by Marcellus Johnson. He doesn't have outstanding speed, but good enough that he can boogie just a little bit.
Had a yellow hanky dropped on the near sideline, a sideline warning to Waco High after the play. So they don't get another one. You just get one warning.
Is that a 5-yard penalty if they get another one, or 15?
I'm not sure which it is. We'll find out if they get another one. Fake the handoff, Johnson keeps, and he's wrapped up quickly by Curtavis Norman.
Let me tell you, old Catfish Norman is having one heck of a game defensively. He really is.
Takes it to the 34-yard line, just a 1-yard gain for Johnson on that play. Looking to pass, completes to Mucklevaney. Mucklevaney gets a downhill block and will have the 1st down at the 25-yard line and pick up a 9 on the play on the pass to Mucklevaney.
Mucklevaney really hadn't broken loose tonight. He'd made a couple of pretty good runs, but he is the go-to man, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the drive started back at the Killeen 27. Run off about 2:44 in this drive. In motion is Tuapupu. Handed off to the man in the backfield. That's Albino, and he gets nowhere. Waco High had that one smelled out real quick.
Who's getting up rather slowly for Waco High?
Corey?
Corey Ebron. He's the man that made the tackle. He's just like Old Man River. Very steady. Just keeps rolling along.
Brings up a 2nd and 13 after that 3-yard loss. Possible passing down here. Johnson looking left, throwing across the middle, and it's knocked away. I believe getting a hand on the ball was Edward Coleman.
It was Edward Coleman.
Here we see it again on the replay. That's just off the hands of the intended receiver, Dormius.
Oh, Dooley was right there. Dooley Coleman. I don't know why his next name Dooley. I'd like to find out. That's some kind of vehicle, isn't it?
I believe so. Big old truck.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Another number, new number in the backfield, number 31, Jamin Terry. Johnson on the roll, is under pressure, just going to throw it away. Boy, who was in his face?
Yeah, speaking of in his face that time, Fabian Garcia, right there. He forced him to throw that football away, but that's a good move by Marcellus. That's better than losing about 10 yards.
Certainly is. Brings up a 4th and 13 at the Waco 28.
They going for it?
Well, it's too short to punt and too long to field goal.
So the answer is yes, right?
Yes, sir. Johnson looking for his favorite target. Hits a man across the middle. That's Brandon Fox with a good job of holding on to the football after being hammered, and gets an 18-yard pickup down to the 10-yard line and picks up the first down.
I tell you, talk about hammered. You look at this right here. How he hung on that football, I'll never know, but that was a good hit. I'm sorry I didn't get the young man's number.
Well, that was a Wes Welker kind of play.
Yep.
That was Edward Coleman that made the tackle on him.
But Edward wasn't the one, O'Dooley wasn't the one who got the initial hit, though.
It's 1st and goal from the 10. So again, Terry joins Johnson in the backfield. Johnson's going to keep it and will just duck his head across the 10 to the 9. They're saying well, apparently there's a fumble at the end of the play, and Waco High has the football. Coming up with it at the bottom of the pile for Waco High is Rodney Ratliff. Ratliff had an interception last week.
I look at it right here, see where the fumble occurred. Yep, that ball is out. And there's a nice recovery that time by Ratliff. No question about it.
So Killeen comes away empty with a really nice drive. That was the 12th play of that drive, Coach, that started back at their own 27-yard line. They kept it for 4 minutes and 8 seconds. But Waco has the ball. Fumble in the backfield, but falling back on top of the football is Terrence Hamilton, I believe. No, Jalen Harris has it.
I didn't see whether that was a bad snap or Jalen just dropped that football, but they're very fortunate that they kept possession.
Loss back to the 7-yard line. A loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 12. Harris fakes the pass, keeps the football, has some running room. Kangaroos finally collapse on him, so he takes the slide at the 13. Picked up 6 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 6.
We've seen Jalen Harris take a slide 2 or 3 times tonight. After an injury-prone season last year, I'm sure that's what he's been told to do.
Absolutely. Jalen to pass. Nobody in the flat to pass to, so he keeps the football. He had it up to the 16-yard line, and he'll still be short of the first down.
There's another look at Jalen Harris. Awfully quick, but could not quite pick up the first down. Nice run, but just a little bit short.
So that'll bring Chris Escato on the field to punt. Back deep for Killeen is Willie McKee.
They're not going to pass again, are they?
Not this time. Escada gets it off, headed for the near sideline. Takes a Waco roll and goes out of bounds somewhere around the 40.
It was a nice punt that time. It really was. You see on your
They mark it out at the 40.
See it right there, 28-7. Waco High with 4:50 left in the first half. At halftime, we will see the performance of the Waco High band and the Highlighters. Scarlet Line. I'm sorry, Scarlet Line. That's what they are.
It's a 44-yard punt for Escada. Gives Killeen the ball at their own 40-yard line with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Waco High held the ball for a minute 46. Pass in the flat. That's complete to Dormius. They're going to give him up to the 44-yard line with a 4-yard gain.
Marcellus Johnson, he throws the ball pretty well on the short routes. We hadn't really seen him air it out real good so far.
Dormius comes to the near side this side along with Tunapupu. Send a man in motion. And the handoff goes to Zion Love on the jet sweep. A flag thrown at the feet of the running back Moore. Possibly a holding penalty, going to bring that one back. Brad Strickland will tell us.
22 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot. Second down.
I think Brad's brother is one of the assistant baseball coaches up at West. I think Brad, in fact, I know he's the president of the local chapter of officials here.
Takes it back to the 34-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 16 after that holding penalty. Again, 28-7 our score. See, we've got 4:08. Well, 4:08 and counting now here in the second quarter. Johnson with a quick pass out in the flat to Love. Love picks up a little bit of a block from his other receiver, Elijah Tunapopo. Get it up to the 46-yard line. Pick up a 12 on the play. About 3rd and 4.
I tell you, Love's a pretty good receiver, and you can see he's got pretty good speed, too. One thing about it, though, Waco High still has a 3-touchdown lead with a little over 3 minutes left in the half.
Von Ridge checks into the defense for Waco High. Trips to the right. Johnson looking that way. Throws in and out of the hands of Love. Love turned to run with it before he caught it.
He sure did. Right there was old Devon Ridge was right there on top of it. See right there, Ridge coming to the screen. So in 4th down situation, once again, we'll see old Yellow Shoes out there.
Waco High is not necessarily buying this one because they're not putting anybody back. They're going to make sure everybody's covered. Punt is away by Gomez. Takes a bit of a clean roll inside the 20 and will be down at the 19.
Okay, your coach, Marty Herbst here. What do? You keep the ball on the ground, try to run out the clock at the halftime, go up to 3 touchdowns, or are you going to try to air it out?
The way his team has been rushing the football, yes, I keep the ball on the ground, and most likely I'll get into the end zone one more time.
Yeah, I tell you what, with Jalen Harris and Hamilton back there, and you got LaDon King, those guys can take it to the house anytime.
Just 81 yards away. Hand off to Hamilton, that's LaDon King, who with a nice side step and gets it across the 25 to the 26. Picks up 7.
There's a good looking LaDon King right there. That young man, he's got a lot of quickness to him. Well, they're not letting that play clock run down, so I guess they're going to go for it.
Hamilton back in the backfield. King's a slot receiver at the top of your screen. Handoff goes to Terrence. He runs into a wall when he gets up to the 28-yard line and pick up a 2 for T-Ham.
Now, has Josh Hamilton caught a ball tonight?
Not yet.
Okay, I didn't think so. Thought I might have missed it.
No, not the only ones who, as a matter of fact, they've only had one pass complete, and that's to Quinn Williams for 26. Well, make that 2 and a 4-yard pass to LaDon King. Thanks to our statistician, Steve Tankersley, keeping up with that. Harris facing a 3rd and 1. Fakes the handoff, keeps the football, cuts back inside, and gets up to the 30-yard line and has the first down on second effort, Coach.
Yeah, it was second effort because he was stopped short. You watch him out come in, you watch him kind of duck his head, a little spin move right there. That got him to the first down.
2-yard gain to the 30-yard line, picks him up a second series of downs. Clock rolling with 1:50 left in the second quarter. Somebody jumped, flags thrown, Waco High throwing deep. Nice job by Quinn Williams to make the adjustment, but they say he's out of bounds when he made the catch. I thought he was also held, Coach.
And Terrence Hamilton is down.
That is not a good sign.
The flags are going to be against the penalty against Killeen for offside.
Offense reacted. Dead ball penalty. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It'll be 1st and 5 at the Waco 35. But the concern right now is for Terrence Hamilton, who's being looked at the 25-yard line. One place that Waco High does have some depth, and that is at running back.
Yeah, but that's the guy you don't lose. You see Justin Everett out there, the trainer, and then good look at some of the Waco High Lions, they're very concerned because that is their bell cow that's down right now. I couldn't tell they're looking at his ankle, his knees, or what, but on a passing play, I guess he was trying to block and something happened, evidently. He's up and walking. That's good to see.
Always good to see him walking off the field. Lions grabbed the lead at the 8:22 mark of the first quarter on a 19-yard run by LaDon King and have not looked back since. They built a 21-0 lead before Killeen ever got their touchdown here in the first half. There's a minute 45 left in the first period. Waco High looking to add another touchdown and go into the locker room up by 4. Randy Carpenter in the backfield now, and Carpenter is grabbed about the same time he gets the handoff and gets no gain on the play.
I thought Killeen might utilize one of the timeouts. They have 2 remaining unofficially, but I guess they're not going to.
2nd and 5 from the 35. Again, fake the handoff to Carpenter. Harris bumps it outside, has some running room. A flag thrown behind the play, another flag in front of the play. So we got 2 questions on this as Harris fought his way up to the 45-yard line. Now let's find out about the laundry on the field.
One of them's holding against Waco High. I don't know what the other one is.
There's 2 penalties on the flag, on the play. Holding, number 9, offense. Holding, number 66, offense. That penalty will be accepted. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
The first holding penalty happened right at the line of scrimmage. Or excuse me, it was out at the 39-yard line. So they'll mark it back to the 29-yard line. So Harris gets credit for a 4-yard pickup and then minus 10 for the holding penalty. It's still 2nd down and 11. The Waco 29. Harris on the rollout. Takes it up to the 35-yard line.
Got out of bounds, which will stop the clock. And Waco High still has all 3 of their timeouts remaining according to the scoreboard. So with the 52 seconds left, they still have an opportunity to get down and at least maybe get a field goal.
A manageable 3rd and 5 at their own 35-yard line. Again, they started at their 19. Going to be the 7th play of this drive that started back at the 19. Trips to the left. Harris, though, rolls to the right. Will throw. Complete to Quinn Williams, who goes out of bounds at the 44 of Waco for a 9-yard gain.
That was not a routine catch that time by Williams. He had to keep 1 foot in bounds. You watch him. And there's that 1 foot. Good thing it wasn't 2 because he wouldn't have made it.
Second first down in the drive. Again, started back at the 19. Send Hamilton in motion. Harris up the middle of the field is a little deep and too tall for the safety as he tried to go to LaDon King down the middle. Really, the safety, Willie McGee, the only guy that had an opportunity to catch that one.
I'll tell you what, Jalen Harris took a pretty good lick that time right after he released that football. I believe that was Ward that hit him. So they might as well go for the juggler. You still got the 3 timeouts left. I'd go for it, and I still look for Josh Hamilton to maybe get his hands on the football somehow, but so far they hadn't gone to it.
Let's acknowledge the job that Darian McLean is doing against number 99, Isaiah Bennett. You only called his name 1 time in this first half.
Yep.
Harris stops to throw to King, and it's once again a little too far. And there are going to be penalty flags. I wanted interference myself, and I know that Neil Searcy is not real happy with the call, but LaDon King was not allowed to get to that football. He was hit before it was anywhere near him.
Coach Searcy said, and it's uncatchable. Well, yeah, it is after you tackled him, man.
Defensive pass interference. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Moves it down to the 41 in Killeen territory, the second time in this drive that Killeen has had their defense penalized and keep it going for Waco. 35 seconds left on the clock. Josh Hamilton is moving over to be the slot receiver on the near side. Terrence Hamilton back into the game at the running back. Fake the handoff to him. Harris has time, feels pressure. Now he runs with the football. A couple of flags in the backfield where you normally see holding. Harris gets it up to the 38-yard line, but it's coming back.
Number 52, 10-yard penalty. First down.
Take another look at that. That's got to be the 5th or 6th holding penalty, because you remember 2 plays ago they had 2 holding penalties on 1 play. They both don't count, but that's still holding. That's something Marty Herbst hoped that they wouldn't do this week.
That's 2 in this drive. Takes it back to the Waco 49, where it's 1st and 20. With only 25 seconds left to go, and Waco's going to call a timeout. They want to talk about this. Well, if anything, they've done a good job of eating up the final 3 minutes and 7 seconds of the first half. Right now, out in front by 3 touchdowns. That's how they started the game, with a 3-touchdown advantage, scoring on their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th possessions of the night. First touchdown, a 19-yard run by LaDon King. 2nd touchdown, a 19-yard run by Jalen Harris. And the 3rd touchdown, a 13-yard run by Jalen Harris after a fumble recovered at the 14-yard line by Michael Howard for Waco High. Fans in the stands reacting to the scoreboard flex cam and showing their muscle.
I'm waiting for a chicken dance myself.
You'll probably get up and dance when it happens.
All right, here we go. 25 seconds left. Still got 2 timeouts remaining.
This is the 9th play in this drive. There's also been 4 penalties called in the drive. Hand off to Hamilton. T. Ham tries to break a couple of tackles, can't do it. Gets it up to the 44-yard line for a pickup of 5 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 15. Clock stopped again with the Waco timeout.
This is certainly, I would think, bring up a passing down. If they get that ball down around the 20 or 25, then you have an opportunity to kick a field goal. We talked about Escato down in Austin this summer at a kicking camp. He kicked a 63-yard. I don't know about the wind or anything else, but that's pretty far.
It's a long way in my book. Wasn't that one of the records in the old Southwest Conference? Wasn't that one of the longest ones ever kicked in the Southwest Conference by Tony Franklin?
Yep. And he kicked one for 62. The next game, kicked one for 63.
So the next time the name Tony Franklin ever came up in my life was about 25 years later. He was selling used cars down in Bryan College Station.
I'll be darned.
2nd down and 15. Harris to pass. Looks to the sideline. Underthrown a little bit, but Quinn Williams has it and inbounds at the 36-yard line.
Use that last time out. You can't take it with you. Marty Herbst is calling it over there, and he's taking a look at it, but this is certainly too far from field goal, I do think. But if they pick up a 1st down here, the clock will stop till they set the chains.
3rd down and 7. They have it at the Killeen 36-yard line after that 8-yard pass to Williams. Yeah, I'd look for him to maybe pick up the 1st down here and then maybe go for the Hail Mary.
Look at young man showing those muscles.
Quite possibly get the 1st down and spike it. They've used all their timeouts. Killeen still has 2 timeouts left, but a good job of using up this clock here in the 2nd quarter for Waco High. Harris, a two-step drop, now runs straight up the middle of the field. 9 seconds left on the clock. He's fighting for the first down and gets out of bounds after picking up the first down. Boy, Jalen Harris makes things happen, doesn't he?
Yep, you're going to see a field goal attempt here. And the skater is certainly capable of making this one, but it's going to be about a 42-yarder, I believe, won't it, Lark?
They're going to mark it. He's going to try it from the 34, so that's 44 yards.
Yep. Going to have a good snap, good hold, good protection. Jaden Bishop is the young man holding.
It's on its way. It's got the distance, and it's good. Final 4 seconds run off the clock at the end of the first half on a 44-yard field goal by Chris Escada that gives the Lions a lead of 31-7 at the half. We head to the break with the Lions out front. Stay tuned. Our second half action coming up in a moment right here on Waco ISD TV.
The 2017 Scarlet Line Drill Team is under the direction of Wanda Johnson and Bama Moore. Officers are Reagan Lawrence and co-captains Jamie Aguilar and DeIvion Lilly. First Lieutenant Trakesia Sadler. Second Lieutenant Dezani Robinson. The dancer of the week is DeAubrey Weaver. Tonight, the Scarlet Line is performing a routine to the smash hit Counting Stars. Waco High School proudly presents the 2017 Lion Pride Marching Band. The 2017 Waco High Lion Pride Band is under the direction of Scott Stuhler, Tyler Sage, and Rachel Whipple. Percussion is instructed by David Johnson and Adrian Rodriguez. The color guard is instructed by Cherie Wingett. Visual instructors are Alex Wynn, Matt Block, Alston Holder, and Mickey Nelson. Student drum majors are Zach Heldenbrand and Andrew Ramirez. The outstanding band members of the week are Brandon Leha and Diamond Wade Akridge. The outstanding band parents of the week are the Sestita family. Tonight, the band will be performing movements 1 and 2 of this season's competition show entitled Evolve, featuring original music by Scott Stuhler, Ted Riker, Frank Sullivan, and John Meehan. Drum majors Zach Heldenbrand and Andrew Ramirez. Is your band ready? Lion Pride Band, you may take field in performance.
Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities. The Waco Lions with a 31-7 lead as we start the second quarter, and the first half stats are definitely in favor of the Lions as they've had 11 first downs to 8 for Killeen. They've run 33 yards from scrimmage for 245 yards. Killeen ran 32 plays from scrimmage for 172 yards. Rushing the Lions are 26 rushes for 202 yards. Killeen 16 rushes for 80 yards. Waco High has not thrown the ball a lot, 3 of 7 passing for only 43 yards, no touchdown passes, no interceptions. While Killeen has attempted 16 passes, completed 11 with no touchdowns, no interceptions for only 92 yards. Killeen has lost the ball twice on fumbles. Both teams have been penalized 4 times for 40 yards, and Killeen had the ball a little longer than Waco High in the first half for 12 minutes and 33 seconds. Waco High had it for 11 minutes and 27 seconds. Leading rusher in the first half is Waco High quarterback Jalen Harris with 92 yards on 12 carries. Terrence Hamilton has carried it 9 times for 78 yards. LaDon King 4 times for 32 yards. Randy Carpenter has had it 1 carry for no yards. The leading rusher for Killeen is the wideout Love on those jet sweeps. He's carried 4 times for 32 yards. The running back Moore has 4 carries for 22 yards. Quarterback Johnson 5 carries for 18 yards, and Albino came in late and had 3 carries for 8 yards. Quinn Williams is the only receiver for Waco High who has caught a pass. He's caught 3 passes for 43 yards, while the favorite target for Killeen tonight has been Demius, who's caught 6 for 8. We expected McElvaney to be the #1 receiver, and in the first half, just 3 catches for 25 yards. Fox has a catch for 14 yards, and Love a catch for 12 yards. That has you pretty much up to date on the first half statistics. And this one, again, Waco High leading by a score of 31-7 at the break. Coach, I would think that if I was Marty Herbst, I would continue to run the football and eat as much clock as you can here in the second half. They will not get the football, though, to start the period.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan, and there's a good look at Ed Love, the principal up at Waco High, former baseball coach, assistant football coach, and cheering those students on. By the way, I snuck into the VIP room. I'm not supposed to be in it, but got to visit with the new superintendent, Marcus Nelson. Also in there, school board was Norman Manning, Alan Sykes, and the president of the school board, Mr. Pat Atkins. A lot of VIPs in there. And got to visit with John Derrick, who congratulated him on his honor.
So Pat Atkins has graduated from the sideline to the penthouse, has he?
Yeah, he's moving on up like he did on the Jeffersons, right?
Chris Escada getting the ball set up on the north, or excuse me, that's Toribio setting it up on the north 40. Killeen will get the ball to start the second half. They send back deep DJ Dormius and Montego McElvaney. Coming to Nevarius at the 12-yard line. Goes to the middle of the field between the hash marks. Now cuts it back outside and has some running room. Toribio will grab him by the shoestrings and bring him down. He had the punter to beat. Good job by Toribio to make sure he didn't get past him and stops him at the 45-yard line.
Once again, had a missed tackle right there about the point of the tack, and here he comes, and you go see old Paul come in, make the tackle. He said, I didn't sign up for this.
I'm just supposed to kick. I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to tackle people. So Killeen has good field position to start the third quarter at their own 45-yard line. Offensively up front, their center is Cesar Garibay Bartolic. The guard, Steve Mendez and Jesus Gutierrez. A flag on the play and procedure to start the second half for Killeen.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. Number 50. 5-yard penalty. First down.
First and 15 now at the 40.
You know, next door to us is the crew that keeps the clock and everything. Larry Weeks and Bill Miller. They got a new helper this year, Tommy Suit. This is the first year he has not officiated.
He's usually down there on the field, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Take the handoff to Love and give it off to Moore. Moore only gets a yard up to the 41-yard line. Up front for Killeen, and the tackle positions are Jesse Rodriguez and Alicia Ulafale Hintz.
That'll teach you to start reading off of
I know. Second down and 14.
I just call them all Jimmy.
That helps. Pass complete and immediately dropped is the receiver, Tunupupu. Gets it up to the,
What'd you say?
that's his name, Tunupopo.
Nice tackle by the Marion Lions that time.
Yeah. Get it all the way up to the 46. That was a 5-yard gain on that play. Brings up a 3rd down and 9. Deep drop, looking to set up the screen, has it set up and overthrows, and it's intercepted. DJ Mangum going the other way with it, and he'll have a defensive score for the Waco Lions as he takes it to the house. Coach, I believe the Lions were recipients of 5 turnovers last week. They've got 3 turnovers this week.
Yeah, boy, that one was a big one there. DJ read that screen pass beautifully and picked it off, and he went untouched to the end zone. There's one more look at it. Look at number 4. There he is. And, oh, boy, I'm going to the house right now. Cuts back to the left and just outruns the defender. The defender happened to be, of course, the quarterback, Marcellus Johnson.
So Chris Escada on to add the extra point. That is once again perfect. 10 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Waco High defense gets on the board with the interception return. And Waco High leads 38-7.
Right now, the Waco High Lion faithful are having a good time tonight. It's been a while since Waco High has got off to this good a start, and they need to make hay while the sun shines because their next 3 games are on the road. One more look at DJ Mangum taking it in for the touchdown.
Well, Killeen had the ball for a minute and 29 seconds or so. DJ Mangum only had it for about 10 seconds. So he took it to the house. Waco High gets on the board, and their offense hasn't seen the field in the second half.
In fact, yeah, they hadn't run the play second half. That's not bad.
Once again, it'll be Raul Toribio to kick it off.
Well, they've got the luxury of having a couple of kickers, don't they?
They certainly do. Albino and Tunupupu are the 2 up men, as Toribio is the one who likes to pop them up.
You know, Killeen has won a state championship back in '91. I guess that was Bobby Etheridge, wasn't it? Was the coach?
I believe you're correct.
And on their coaching staff is a young man named Dominic Ziegler. You've heard of him, man.
I have. It's going to come down at the 20-yard line and just immediately hit is Dormius as he gets the football. Just no running room there.
I'm just trying to see the young man that made that initial hit. I think it was Davion Minute. I'm pretty sure it was. No, Darren Dawkins, I guess it was.
Killeen will take over at the 23-yard line. Dormius just didn't have anything to do but try to at least secure the football. Marcellus Johnson, the quarterback. On the inside handoff to Love. Love on that jet sweep is strung out and will get nowhere.
What play did Dominic Ziegler make for Baylor that you remember the most?
There's so many I can't remember.
Against
one.
the Aggies with Sean Bell and Guy Marshall's coaching, they beat the Aggies. He caught the pass.
In the end zone?
Two-point conversion, yes.
No gain on the last play. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Johnson will throw in the flat And it's complete to Dormius. Dormius will take it down the sideline, and it's a foot race. He is headed for the end zone, and he'll make it. A diving try by Sammy Johnson to bring him down, but Dormius takes the short pass and goes 77 yards to pay dirt.
You talk about a little speed. He had it. He shouldn't have he should have been forced out right there. Just misplayed by Waco High. Once he got to the outside, he's got some good speed. Waco High made a good effort trying to catch him, but to no avail. There's Sammy Johnson trying to keep up with him.
Get the rest of the field goal team on. Extra point attempt on its way and good by Jesus Gomez. 9 minutes, 31 seconds to go, third quarter. And our new score is Waco High 38 and Killeen 14. Coach, we have played 2 minutes and 29 seconds in the second half. We already have 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and you think, well, that 24-point lead is very safe. I go back to last Saturday as A&M had a 34-point lead with 4 minutes left in the third quarter and got beat. So you never know.
Just 2 plays for the Kangaroos to go 77 yards in 1 minute. Score on the 77-yard pitch in the flat to Dormius, who then took it to the house for the second touchdown of the night for Killeen, their first passing touchdown of the night. First passing touchdown for either team tonight. Unless you want to count that interception return as a passing touchdown.
I'm sure Coach Terps and his staff will not be happy with that last play.
Randy Carpenter, Quinn Williams go deep, along with Nico Gibson. Gomez gets it in the air. Come down at the 8-yard line to Carpenter. Carpenter gets by one would-be tackler and then gets it across the 30-yard line.
Pretty nice return to Carpenter because he broke a tackle. You'll see right here, they had a pretty good shot at him. He broke that tackle, and here he comes. Broke that one and finally brought down by about 3 Killeen Kangaroos.
24-yard return. Start at their own 32-yard line. Waco High's offense on the field. Jalen Harris being at quarterback, of course. He has LaDon King in the backfield. No, that's Terrence Hamilton who has the football. He goes around the left side, runs over a Kangaroo and takes it out of bounds at about the 40.
Nice run by Terrence Hamilton. Used a little stiff arm to get around the corner. There it is right there. First down for Waco High. However, the clock did stop. Ball out of bounds plus an injury.
Trying to find the injured player is way away from the field, from the play. Down for Killeen is Michael Joseph, a defensive back.
Give us a chance right quick to acknowledge the Waco High coaching staff. And Johnny Tueston and Jack Stanley, they're not coaches, but them and Melissa and Christine do a great job putting on these games for WISD. Assistant coaches Ryan Graves, he used to play here, Brandon Smith, Greg Rudolph, Shane Avance, John Christian, A.C. Coleman, Lonnie Dalton, Billy Overshone, Charles Hunter, Andrew Hurtado, he used to play at Waco High, John Knox, Big Ty Miller, he played here and at Louisiana Tech, Sul Ross is also a baseball coach, and Ricky Torres, who also played for Waco High.
Second down and 2 from the 40 after the 8-yard pickup by Terrence Hamilton. Hamilton has the ball again, coming around the left side, but whistles and a flag on the far side of the field.
Dead ball. Number 9, open. 5-yard penalty.
Quinn Williams trying to get a head start there. Picks up the 5-yard penalty. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Back at the 35.
Penalties are something that no coach likes. And each week you try to cut down on them from the week before.
Both teams have been penalized 5 times for 45 yards to this point in the contest. Hand off to Hamilton. 5-yard gain up to the 45. He just got back the 5 yards they lost on the penalty, but now it's 3rd down and 2 from the 40.
I think so far, 9 turns Hamilton's probably averaging a little over 8 yards a carry, I would think.
Still shy of the 100-yard mark. That's his 11th carry for 91 yards. Waco offensive brain trust changing the play. 10 seconds still on the play clock. Fake the hand or handed off to LaDon King, and he's going nowhere. Will lose yardage.
That play was doomed from the get-go, Lark.
Certainly seemed to be. Loss of 4 back to the 36. 4th and 6. Skated to punt. Back deep for Killeen is McGee. Skata gets it off. And it'll be down just before it goes out of bounds. Terrence Hamilton down there to kill it at the 16-yard line, I believe. They're going to mark it at the 15.
I think Skato has really been punting the ball good. Of course, they made that long field goal, but his punts have been really good tonight. The last couple ones have been over 40 yards, both of them.
Yeah, that was a 49-yarder there. 7 minutes, 23 seconds to go. 3rd quarter, Waco High leads 38-14. Killeen has the football for the 3rd time in the period. They have scored once. 85 yards away from another score. Johnson sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff to the motion man, goes deep. Lyons is there to defend, and I tell you what, he has just downright denied McIlvaney any completions tonight.
Yeah, he certainly hadn't caught any long passes, that's for sure. That's good defense, as you can see right there. Taking one more look at it. Very good defense.
Lions in great position there. 2nd down and 10 at the 15. Fake the handoff, keeping straight ahead is Johnson, and Johnson has good yardage for a 1st down.
I see big Nicavian Vincent out there. He take another look at that. I was in Marty Herp's office Thursday. He came in his civvies. That's a big man. That's all I'm going to tell you.
12-yard pickup for Johnson. Gives him 30 yards on the night. Johnson to pass, under a pass rush, gets it off, and it's off the fingertips of McIlvaney. And boy, he was just outright annihilated as soon as he let go of the ball by Eason.
They're pretty much covering him like the proverbial blanket. They know what type of receiver he is, and you see right there, that's just good coverage. Lyons has done a good job tonight.
Certainly has. Didn't let him by him. Pass a little too tall to come up with. So 2nd down and 10 from the 27. Johnson on the keeper, around the right side, being strung out and forced out of bounds. Nice job by Edward Coleman there to make sure he didn't pick up but 2 yards to the 29.
I think Dooley's had a good game defensively for Waco High tonight.
3rd down and 8. It's likely a passing down. Receiver at your bottom of the screen is Colin Price. Haven't seen them go to him. Dormius and McIlvaney are the receivers on the far side. Killeen having a little trouble getting the right personnel on the field. Now they got it out there with 9 seconds to go. Johnson looked to pass from out of the pass rush, will tuck it and run with it, and he's going to be kept short of the first down. Andrew Cerny coming from his linebacker spot to make the stop there at the 36.
I just wonder if Marcellus knew how close he was that first down. He might have gone one more yard before he slid, but I think they'll most likely go for this, trading 38 to 14.
4th and 1. After the 7-yard pickup by Johnson on that one, and you're right, Coach, they're going for it. And he's not going to get it. Grabbed by the shirt collar. Was that Vincent that grabbed him?
That's Lakevian Vincent.
That was Albino trying to get the first down.
Look at Vincent, just reached out with one hand, grabbed him, slung him down, just like it's a toy.
1 yard loss back to the 35. And Waco High is going to take over on downs with 5 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They lead 38 to 14, and they're only 35 yards away from the end zone.
That was a gutsy call by Coach Searcy that time, but if you don't make it, you're sure giving them good field positions,
Certainly are.
which they did.
On the reverse, Josh Hamilton has the football. He gets a block from Jalen Harris and then forced out of bounds at the 31.
First time tonight we've seen that reverse, and you had to see Josh Hamilton get his hands on the football. Then made about, what did he make, about 5 or 6 yards, I guess.
Got 5 out of it. Up to the 30. That's the first time Josh Hamilton, I believe, has touched the ball tonight.
I believe you're right.
This is on a running play and not a pass. Full house backfield this time. Randy Carpenter has the ball, follows the block of LaDon King for about 4 yards up to the 26.
Yeah, Randy Carpenter's only a junior. They're letting him log a little time, so he'll be probably the man next year, I would imagine, with Terrence Hamilton and LaDon King both gone.
3rd down and 1. At the Kangaroo 26. Clock stopped with 5:32 to go in the third quarter with the ball going out of bounds. Carpenter and King in the backfield with Harris. Fake the handoff. Pitch goes to Carpenter. He has the first down and forced out of bounds at the 23. That took out about 3 or 4 Killeen cheerleaders in the process.
That was a nice option play to fake the Terrence Hamilton, drew a pretty big crowd, and that pretty opened it up for Carpenter to get to the outside.
5-yard gain for Carpenter on that play. Gets the first down at the 21. Four coaches on the sideline giving hand signals.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Harris with the handoff to King, and boy, is he hammered when he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I thought maybe Terrence Hamilton was injured, but he's not. They're just letting him rest a little bit. I see him down on the sideline.
Quickly, they get back to the line of scrimmage. Fake the handoff. Well, they blew a whistle or a timeout call. No, they got procedure or not illegal substitution.
Defense.
Yeah, get the defense.
5-yard
Yeah.
penalty. 2nd down.
In fact, is Big Bennett couldn't get on the field in time, and that was what the penalty was.
Move it down to the 16 where it'll be 2nd down and 5. On the substitution penalty, Waco High kind of caught Killeen off guard with a quick snap. Pass headed for the end zone to Quinn Williams, but just outside his left shoulder, incomplete as he was out of bounds. Put where he was the only one that could catch it.
Yeah, the defender fell down, so he had a wide open shot at it, but could not quite hang on. You see the defender slip there, but a little bit out of bounds.
Not the best night passing for Jalen Harris, but we don't expect him to be a great passer. He's 3 of 9 for 43 yards. Or actually, I believe that's 2 of 7. As the other completion was by the punter on a fake punt. Fake the handoff. Harris goes up the middle. Leapfrogs one Killeen Kangaroo and then gets it inside the 10.
That time, Killeen came on a blitz and actually overran Harris.
Again, they go quickly after the 7-yard pickup by Harris. Harris rolling to his left, now coming back to his right, and fumbles the football. Looked like he was going to pass the ball. Killeen comes up with the football. First turnover of the night against Waco High. As they say, Killeen recovers the ball with 4:45.
I'm not sure that wasn't a attempted pass. His arm
was his hand going forward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ball came out, so
Let's see what the officials are going to give the ball to Killeen at the 22-yard line. With 4:25 left to go in the third quarter.
I tell you, next week I'm going to bring some earmuffs and a fur jacket up there, yes. Rather
Is
nippy.
air conditioning working well for you?
Working very well.
Well, from the 22, Marcellus Johnson has a couple of running backs in the backfield with him. That is Moore and Taylor. Hands it off to Moore. Gets a block from Taylor. Tries to come around the corner, but he is manhandled to the ground by Rodney Ratliff.
That was a nice tackle by Ratliff that time. He stood his ground. He was not going to let him get outside. There he cut him to the inside and then makes the tackle.
From the 27, he goes up to the 34-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Brings up second down and 3. Send Love in motion. Johnson to pass, coming down the near sideline. And it is complete on a nice catch by DJ Dormius.
That was a nice catch, and that was a nice throw coverage by Michael Essex that time, but wasn't good enough.
All the way down to the Waco 21. A 45-yard pickup on that pass play. Hand off in the backfield to Moore. And Moore manages to get it across the 20 to the 19 for 2 yards.
That's a belly series that time, and actually Marcellus Johnson left it in there a little bit too long.
Once again, a little long in deciding who's going to take the football as Moore goes ahead and the flag comes into the play. Brad Strickland tells us it's holding.
Offense, number 55, 10-yard penalty, second down.
So we won't be back up here for 2 weeks, will we?
Be a while. That was Zachary Pamili called for the hold. Offensive lineman who's just a sophomore in there getting some playing time. Got a Killeen Kangaroo being looked at. That's Beulah Fale Hines that's headed to the sideline, one of their starting offensive linemen.
I think his family has that ketchup company, don't they?
Yeah. Also a Waco High player being looked at.
I believe that's Big Anthony Eastland, isn't it? Is that number 90?
I believe you're correct.
He's
He's
played
coming to
well
the
tonight.
sideline.
He's played well tonight.
Second down and 18. The ball's on the Waco 29-yard line. High snap. Johnson gets clobbered from the backside. Somebody came on a blitz and took him out. Jaden Bishop.
I believe it was. Yeah, he didn't see that one coming, I guarantee you.
All the way back to the Waco 40, or 35. Loses 6 yards on the play. Brings up a third down and 24. There's number 5. He's in the slot at the top of your screen. Bad snap. Johnson picks it up, and it's going to be sandwiched right at the line of scrimmage at the 35. Getting up there quickly to take him down, Stephen Johnson, one other line.
I don't think there's any question about it. They were going to go to Munklevaney that time, but just did not have time. This is 4th and long. I'd assume they'd punt here, but trailing 38-14, they may not.
At the Waco 40, facing a 4th and 29. They got to get all the way to the 12-yard line to pick up a first down. Hail Mary, full of grace.
Yeah.
Pass across the middle is short of the feet of Dormius. Waco High will take over on downs.
Rodney Ratliff from Waco High in on the coverage, although he didn't have to do anything as that ball was well underthrown.
Minute 38 left in the third quarter. Waco High has the football at their own 40-yard line with a 38-14 lead.
I see Khalil Glasker. He wears number 70 for Waco High, one of the offensive tackles. His brother, Adrian Glasker, played last year.
Jalen Harris still in at quarterback. Hand off to Randy Carpenter. Carpenter keeps it alive for about 4 yards up to the 44. Stick around between quarters. We'll have a special presentation to the world champion Lake Air Little League softball team. It's coming up here in just a few moments. 2nd down and 6. Harris wants to change the play. Still plenty of time left on the play clock. Lions like to keep the ball between the hash marks and run some clock. Fake to Carpenter. Harris keeps. Gets it up to about the 47 for a 3-yard gain. Pick up a 3rd and 3.
By the way, LaDon King and Terrence Hamilton are both on the sidelines. They're trying to get Carpenter a little experience right here with this lead.
5th carry of the night, or 15th carry of the night for Jalen Harris. He goes over the 100-yard mark at 102 yards. Our first running back, 100 yards plus. Flag on the play, but no whistle, so Jalen tries to get something out of it and just throws it deep, hoping that his receiver, Gibson, can get under it. Now let's see the meaning of the flag.
Got offsides. Defense. Number 44. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Waco picks up the first down on the penalty and moves it across midfield to the Killeen 48. 28 seconds left to go, third quarter. Sean Dudley still in at center. David Chavez and Jordan Banda also still on the field at the guard positions. A blitz coming right in the middle from one of the linebackers. Jalen Harris thought he was still on his feet, but apparently was down. A blitzing linebacker, Antonio Albino.
Yeah, somebody failed to pick him up too. He got in the backfield. He nearly got the handoff, you see right there.
Harris did what he could to get any yardage out of it. We have a Killeen Kangaroo down on the play.
Yep, I see the Lake Air girls softball team lined up down there. Coach Rodriguez and the whole gang. You said Harvest Moon?
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
I guess it comes at the time when you would normally get the corn out of the field?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, we're supposed to get ours out tomorrow. I just don't like it husks. That hurts my hands.
You know, they got that Cornhuskers lotion.
Yeah.
That's the end of our quarter. Waco High not going to run a play. Let's go to our stadium announcer, George Snookhouse, for this special presentation.
Dominic Rodriguez, Yulissa Rivas, Michaela Ramos, Zaya Flores, Kate Burton, Ariel Munoz, Vanessa Ramirez, Serenity Cade Williams, Leah Aguilar, Manager David Rodriguez, Coaches Ray Guardiola, Angelo Ramirez, Anthony Thibodeau, and Richard Ramos. Congratulations, ladies, on a job well done. Thanks for representing the city of Waco and all of the 254 with class and dignity. Let's hear it one more time for the Lake Air Little League Softball World Champions. Congratulations again, girls.
I used to coach against David Rodriguez. He played in Northwestern Little League a few years ago.
Yeah. Well-deserved honor for those All-Stars. Remember the name Serenity Cade Williams. She's a player.
Yep.
Waco with a 2nd down and 4. Handoff goes to LaDon King. And Killeen King gets it up to the 41, just a 2-yard gain. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
We've seen very little of Terrence Hamilton in this second half. In fact, you got Marino in at quarterback, I believe. That is David Marino.
It is. 11 carries for 91 yards. Marino at the quarterback. He's got Randy Carpenter in the backfield with him. So for the 2nd game in a row, David Moreno getting some playing time at quarterback. Hands it off to Carpenter. Carpenter's going to be held shy of the 1st down to the 39-yard line, I believe. Let's go down to the field and let's find out a little something about that Lake Air Little League All-Star team. Take it away.
Thanks, Lark and Butch. I'm here tonight with the Lake Air Little League Softball World Series champions. Representing Lake Air Little League is Yulissa Rivas and the manager, David Rodriguez. Now tell me, Yulissa, how does it feel to win the World Series?
It feels really amazing. I'm so proud of the girls. I'm proud of myself that we have made it this far, and I'm so grateful that I was allowed to be on this team and play for them and represent them.
Well, how much hard work and dedication did it take to win?
It took a lot of conditioning. It took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of time, and it was actually worth it.
So what is your future in softball? Do you plan on playing in high school?
Yes, I do plan on playing in softball in college. High school and college.
So do you really think hard work pays off?
It does. It really does. I'm so grateful that I was allowed to be on this team and share it with my sisters.
So do you have any advice for any other softball players?
Just to work hard, and just to work hard.
Well, thank you, Yulissa. Congratulations on winning the World Series. So now we're gonna turn and talk to the manager, David Rodriguez. So tell me, David, this has got to be every softball Little League's manager's dream. How does it feel?
Hey, it feels great. Being from Waco, being a part of Lake Air as a player as well as a coach, it's an awesome feeling to know that we were able to get from little Waco, Texas, all the way to Portland, Oregon, and it's definitely a dream come true, not only for the players but for the coaches as well. So I'm proud of them. We're still feeling the excitement, and just happy I was a part of it. We're humbled by it.
Well, thank you guys, and congratulations on winning the World Series. Back up to Lark and Butch.
All right, thank you very much. A couple of flags while we were doing the interview that helped keep the Waco drive alive. Moreno back to pass, looking for the corner across the middle at the end zone, and in for the touchdown. Making the catch is Matthew Mason, his first touchdown catch of the year. First touchdown pass for David Moreno.
I think David Moreno is a young man that I think he moved here from Colorado. Came out for football, told him he's a quarterback, and they said, well, we got a pretty good one, but you can certainly try, and he's done a good job. He really has.
Chris Escada to try the extra point. Had a flag on the play.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay the try.
They'll have to try it again. Don't think this is going to be much of a problem for Chris Escada.
I wouldn't think so.
And he kicked a field goal at the end of the half. He does split the uprights with this one. So 9 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the contest. Waco High has increased its lead to 45-14.
Did not see this coming. The Killeen and Waco will go way back. It's been a long time ongoing series, I guess. And Killeen has usually represented themselves well, and they had tonight. But Waco High just has a lot of speed, and so far speed won out. All right, let's acknowledge our crew tonight. Old Leslie Ugali, you know Les doing a good job. Justin Sanchez. Now here we go. We got Jesse Maldonado. We got LJ Maldonado. We got Eve Maldonado. The whole gang's here. Terrell McSpadden, David Ellis, Ricky Mauser, Bill Tavener. Sideline reporter is Dalen Weems. And what did you say this is? The boss is Jesse Patel.
That's right. He is the boss.
There's another word here.
El Jefe?
Yeah.
El Jefe?
I'm afraid that's nasty. That's right. I didn't know what it meant.
No. Means he's in charge. 60 yards in 7 plays, 3 minutes and 51 seconds off the clock on that scoring drive. They came on the 16-yard pass to Mason. Waco High in the driver's seat. Comes down at the 10-yard line. McElvaney slides a couple of would-be tacklers, carries a couple of Lions up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it looked like he might have had Vaseline on his pants because they could not bring him down. There's another look at it. 1, 2, slipped with 3, 4, 5. Took about 5 guys to finally get him.
Well, you got to believe Neil Searcy's trying to get something accomplished offensively here on this drive. Marcellus Johnson has a new running back in the backfield with him. That's Jamin Terry. Johnson back to pass. Throws complete to McElvaney, and McElvaney will be carrying a Waco Lion out of bounds after he picks up the first down.
Well, time's getting away from Killeen now. They're gonna have to really start airing that thing out if we're gonna try to get back to this ball game.
Well, they picked up 14 on that pass play and a first down after the 33-yard line. Again, the pass, that's complete. That's complete to number 83. That's Anakin Kabandi.
That's what I was fixing to say. You never let me say those good names.
It's out of self-defense. Pick up a 7 yards on the play. Second down and 7 again on the sideline pattern. This one's to Love, and Love has it into Waco territory.
Nice tackle that time. Little combination tackle for Waco High. Corey Ebron in on that, as was Andrew Assini.
Picked up 21 yards to the Waco 39. Another first down. Good crisp passing from Johnson here. This one is just off the fingertips of McElvaney. Got McElvaney with 3 catches for 25 yards in this game. Dormius has caught 9 for 174 yards. The big one was that 77-yard touchdown catch. Second and 10 at the Waco 39. Johnson with some time, now flush from the pocket, will run, heads for the sideline, and he is undermined at the 35-yard line. Nice tackle by Rodney Ratliff.
It really was a good tackle. You take a look at it right here, and he pretty much turned him upside down right there.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain by Johnson. They're at the 35. Johnson checks again with his offense coordinator. Pass in the flat. Picked up off the ground by McElvaney, and he has a 1st down inside the 30, down to the 27.
They are moving the football, but boy, they got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
At the Waco 27-yard line, 3rd 1st down in the drive that started back at the Killeen 19. Johnson looking across the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for McElvaney. A flag. Well, we got 2 flags on the play.
One of them's interference against Waco High.
Brad Strickland trying to sort it all out.
That's interference. 25, defense.
He kind of tripped him up before he had an opportunity to catch the ball. I
15,
think.
previous spot. 1st down.
Another 1st down, this time by way of penalty. 15-yarder will take it all the way down to the 13-yard line, and Waco's into the field. 45-14 our score, Waco High on top. They started out with a 21-point lead before Killeen ever got on the board. They're just 7:29 left in the contest. Johnson to pass, looks up the middle, looks left, now flush from the pocket, looks for the end zone, throws, and it's too tall, intended for Love.
I was impressed that time with the escapability of Marcellus Johnson. He was nearly sacked a couple times. He moves to the outside, and those are nice pass, just outreached hands right there, just over his head.
Does keep his calm under pressure. Does not get flushed much.
There's old skater right there, kicked that long field goal. He's pretty pumped up.
Johnson passes it. It's over the head of McElvaney. He got decked right after he got rid of it.
Yes, he got blasted.
3rd and 10 from the 13. Actually, they're marking it at the 12. They got 2 more shots at the end zone here, Coach.
They're going to have to throw the football.
Send the man in motion. Johnson throws, and it's in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Colin Price. Maybe just a little bit behind him.
Yeah, it was. And you see right there, he had to wait for it just a little bit. Was behind him. It'd been a good catch if he'd have caught it, but that's the ball that was catchable.
11th play of the drive that started back at the Killeen 19. They've only taken about 2 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock. Johnson looks for the left corner, now is flushed out of the pocket and will get rid of the football, but it's over the head of McElvaney, incomplete. Stephen Johnson gets in there and forces him to throw it. Waco High will take over on downs.
Well, he had a lot of pressure put on him that time. Waco High, Stephen Johnson. He had to get rid of that football. So I would imagine we'll see Marino back in at quarterback. I don't think we'll see Terrence Hamilton back in there. I'm not sure we'll see LaDon King, probably see Randy Carpenter.
2 minutes and 47 seconds is how long Killeen held on to the ball in that drive. Marched it from their own 19 to the Waco 12 before it died on downs.
See Jorge Ramirez in the football game right now. I see Jordan Badnan, Jordan Becerra. A lot of new faces for Waco High.
And off to Randy Carpenter coming around the left side. Stays on his feet. Out to the 20-yard line goes Randy Carpenter. I tell you what, he was doing a good job following the block. Get a little interference there from Jordan Banda that kept him alive out to the 19. That's a pickup of 7 on the play.
It was a very, very determined run that time by Carpenter, no question about it. Also in the football game now is Eric Coronado. We'll try to acknowledge as much of these young men that we can. I see 89 in there. That's from Johnson. Terrell Johnson, is that how you say that?
Yeah, Terrell Johnson. Snap was a little short, and Randy Carpenter falls on it. Good heads up by Carpenter.
Also, we'll see Willie Carter in the ball game. Also going in the game is Kayshawn Dudley. A lot of folks getting in on the action tonight. As the clock continues to roll, you see it on your screen. 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes left in this football game. Following the game, we'll be visiting with the offensive and defensive player and Coach Marty Herbst.
Reno takes the snap, hands it off to Carpenter. Good cut back by Carpenter. A shoestring grab that brings him down. Grabbing by the shoestrings was Anthony Alvino. Not Carpenter was going to probably get the first down. Got a man down for Waco High. That's Jordan Banda, one of the starting offensive linemen.
Yeah, I know he certainly didn't want to get hurt in this situation, but I told that committee to come by here at 5 minutes left the game. They got 13 seconds and whatever, how long is timeout left.
You know your committee, they just kind of take their time.
Yeah, they do. Probably down there eating a hot dog. Or
do you rotate members off on and off of that committee?
Well, I've got the captain, and I have the other ones rotate.
I see.
And they're strategically located throughout the stadium, and they're anonymous.
They're snowmen. They melt in this heat. Good to see Banda get up on his own 2 feet.
Yes, it is. There's Marty Herbst out there. He's probably saying the same thing.
Yeah. Limping a little bit as he comes to the sideline. Chris Escada in to do the punting. McElvaney is deep. High snap over his head. And Killeen's going to be able to pick it up and go into the end zone with it. Picking it up is DeMond Irvin. And Killeen on the board on defense.
That's a weird play. I don't believe I've seen that before. Oh, Skater says, I don't know what to do now.
So both teams have gotten on the board defensively. 2-minute drive for Waco High ends up a score for Killeen on the defense. Jesus Gomez to try to put the point on the board. They goes wide to the right. So 5 minutes left of the contest. Waco High leads by 25 at 45-20.
That was a weird turn of events right there on that punt. The snap was high. There's no question about it. And, of course, Killeen picked it up and goes in for the 6 points. So I know there's trailing about 25, but would you look for an onside kick here?
Yes. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Waco's pretty much, it appears that they're going to go with their second team offense. I believe Killeen's first team defense, even if they don't cover the onside kick, they can get the ball back quickly. Killeen can try to make a comeback here.
I think Waco High may be looking for the onside kick. give them some last-minute instructions down there.
Killeen basically down 4 scores, though, with 5 minutes to go.
That was a good look at big Tyler Miller. He was a heck of a player here for the Waco Lions and had a good career at Louisiana Tech.
Randy Carpenter going to go deep for Waco High. But they got the good hands team up front.
They need one more. There you go.
Yeah, had DJ Mangum up there. Got Andrew Cerny.
Carpenter's the only one deep, isn't he?
Yeah, Gibson is up there. See a lot of those low numbers up front. Quinn Williams is in the second line, so they're expecting that onside kick as well, Coach.
Yeah.
He does pop it up. Waco High, though, makes the catch. Nice leaping grab there by Lions. Gives Waco the ball at their own 45-yard line.
I tell you what, I like that kick right there because the Lions, if he hadn't caught that thing, that'd been tough. So let's see if Waco High pretty much tries to run out the clock. Now I see Terrence Hamilton out there. I still don't think he's going in the game, but we'll find out. He's in the huddle there, but there's a bunch of people in the huddle.
Yeah, there's more than 11 there. He comes to the sideline. Moreno will be the quarterback with Carpenter in the backfield with him. This in Danico Gibson wide to the far side. Mason in the slot on the near side. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a running play here. A little mishandle on the exchange, and Moreno has to fall back on it. I think he wanted to take it back away from Carpenter, but Carpenter...
He said, I want it, huh?
Yeah, Carpenter said, I want this. So they lose back to the 39-yard line. That's a loss of 7 on the play.
One thing about it, it keeps the clock running. Hey, thank y'all very much. Yeah, no, we're not here next week, next 2 weeks, okay? All right, see you later. Drive safely.
They have spoken?
Yeah, they have spoken. After this play, we'll read them off to you.
Okay. Clock rolls. Play clock is down to 5 with 4:15 left to go in the game. Moreno gets the snap off, and he hands it off to Carpenter. Carpenter running down the sideline will be tackled before he gets out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Pick up a 7 on that play. They got back what they lost on the previous play. Now it's 3rd down and 10.
Another lucky Carpenter. Our offensive player of the game will be Terrence Hamilton, who had a nice touchdown run earlier in the game. Defensive player will be DJ Mangum, who had an interception for a touchdown earlier.
Some obvious choices there.
We'll be visiting with Terrence Hamilton and DJ Mangum and Marty Herbst following the contest.
Hamilton carried 11 times for 91 yards tonight. Darren Dawkins in the backfield. Gets his first carry of the season.
And he was hit as soon as he received the handoff. You'll see it right there. Dawkins did not have a chance.
Loss of 1 to the 45. Brings up a 4th and 11.
Old Skater back in there to kick it. And boy, he's had some good punts tonight. He really
certainly has. Willie McGee back deep. Nose up spiral. McGee calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 14-yard line.
Dark can be a good time for me to start moseying down to the field because it takes me a while to get down there. Goes in overtime, I will be back.
I don't think that you're going to have a problem there. Waco High has pretty much led this one from the get-go. Scored on their 2nd possession of the contest. That came on a 19-yard run by LaDon King. Jalen Harris then scored 2 rushing touchdowns back-to-back after a fumble on a kickoff. Grabbed that 21-point lead, and they haven't looked back since. Killeen gets a late add to the offensive roster there. New quarterback in the game has picked up. Headed back the other way and getting into the end zone for Waco High is Steven Johnson. Steven Johnson gets the second defensive score of the night for Waco High. Turned out about 20 yards. Chris Escato waiting for one more man to get out there on the kick team, and that's going to be big Akevian Vincent. Reno makes it good. 2:31 left in the game. Waco High's lead now 52-20. 2 defensive touchdowns tonight for Waco High on interception returns, 1 in each half. A real nice start to the year for Waco High with back-to-back wins over 6A ball clubs. Rubio set to kick it off. Pop-up kick, going to come down at the 26-yard line. Fumbled there by Tunapupu. He picks it up and gets a couple of yards out of it. Good job getting down on the kick squad by James Evans for Waco High. Say the ball's at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. I believe it's number 8 in at quarterback. That would be Bo Buckley. And Buckley will throw in the flat, incomplete to McElvaney. So Buckley's first pass. Let's see. Johnson was 17 of 32 for 231 yards. Buckley's now thrown 2 passes, 1 for an interception that was returned for a touchdown, and now an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 at the 28. Handoff around the left side. Jamon Terry takes it up to the 36. Picks up 8 yards on the play. Moves up 3rd down and 2. Clock under 2 minutes to go. Pass in the flat to McElvaney. Gets a block from his wide receiver. He's thrown out of bounds by Tyreek Webb, and a flag thrown at the end of the play. And they call holding. They do.
Holding. Offense, number 10.
That was Colin Price that they called it on.
3rd down.
They get a 10-yard holding penalty on the play. Is going to keep it 3rd down. They'll move the ball back to the 30, so they picked up 4 on the pass. But then minus 10. 100 yards and penalties against Killeen now. And 10 times they've had penalties taken against them. I believe we've had a timeout called, or do we have a injury? We got an injury on the near sideline. It's a Waco Lion being looked at. So Waco High will go to 2-0. Killeen will fall to 1-1. Waco High next week on the road against Harker Heights. They're taking on Round Rock McNeil tonight. Killeen will be at home against Vandergrift next week. The injured player on the sideline was Webb, who made the tackle. It's 3rd down and 8 at the 30. Second team offense in for Killeen is Zachary Famile is the center. Handoff goes to Terry. Terry straight ahead, maybe up to the 34-yard line for a gain of 4, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 4. Clock rolling to 1:10 with 23 seconds still left on the play clock. The Killeen offensive coaches are waiting to send in the play. They too want to use up as much game clock as they can here on 4th down. They're lucky to pick up a 1st down and not give the ball over on downs to Waco High deep in Killeen territory. Buckley fakes the handoff, looking to pass down the far side and overthrows his intended target, going to Colin Price. And that will give it to Waco High on downs. But there are 2 flags thrown on the play.
Defensive holding. Number 2 of the defense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
They called Javon Ridge for holding. And that'll keep it alive for Killeen. It's an automatic 1st down. It brings it out to the 44-yard line. It ends up being about a 14-yard penalty. Holdings from the spot of the foul. So 44 seconds left. High snap. Buckley brings it down and hands it off to Terry. Terry goes around the left end, has some running room, and is finally knocked out of bounds, chased down from behind by Edward Coleman. Gets into Waco territory to the 34-yard line. Picked up 22 yards on the play. Another 1st down. Clock stopped with 30 seconds. Over right tackle this time. Terry has a short gain. Actually, no gain on the play. He's right to the 34-yard line, so no gain. 2nd down and 10 at the 34. Clock continues to roll. Killeen will get one more play off. Buckley hands it off to a new running back of the game. Some slick moves there by Dione Gomez. And he runs out the clock. And Waco High will come away with a big win tonight over Killeen by a score of 52-20. Waco High with 348 yards of total 343 yards of total offense on 58 plays tonight. So Lions win 52-20. Stay tuned. We'll have our post-game interviews right after this on Waco ISD TV.
Back at Waco ISD Stadium, where the Waco High Lions have run their season record to 2-0 with a convincing win over the Killeen Kangaroos. Our defensive player of the game is DJ Mangum. Our offensive player is Terrence Hamilton. First, I'm going to turn to DJ, or do you prefer Damien?
DJ.
DJ. First, can you describe the interception that you took back for a touchdown?
It was a great feeling, but I'd be nothing without my teammates.
Talk a little bit about this Waco High defense. You guys seem to improve each and every week. You got a chance to go down the road, don't you?
Yeah, we have a really good defense. We got a lot of young guys on the team, but they stepping up, coming through for us.
How's this speed on this Waco High team maybe compared to some in the last couple of years?
Our coach is getting us right on the pursuit drills at practice, having us run to the ball a lot, getting us ready for the game.
You guys got to hit the road for the next 3 weeks. That's going to be tough on it.
Yes, sir.
What about next week at Harker Heights? You don't know anything about them yet, but you guys picking on the 6A teams, all 4 of them, aren't you?
We watch our film. We'll be ready for them.
All right, good luck to you next week.
Thank you.
Now we're going to talk to Terrence Hamilton. What's your nickname, Stink?
I guess it came natural because I'm a junior. That's my daddy name.
Oh, is that what it is?
And it all came together because y'all called me it in, and it was a really.
Talk a little bit about the touchdown run tonight. I'm not even sure you touched. You went right up Main Street.
Yes, sir. I just stay focused on my path that I picked through the holes, and it wouldn't be nothing if it weren't for my lines.
Yeah, they did a great job, and I thought, personally, I thought you ran with a lot more determination tonight than you did last week.
Yes, sir. I just wasn't. I was there. It take a while to crank the motor up and get the motor hot, and I guess it came hot, and it's here for the rest of the season.
There's another Hamilton on this team that had a heck of a game last week. Your little brother Josh, he's got a chance to be a good one, doesn't he?
Yes, sir. Shout out to him. He's doing real good right now. I love him to death. He's doing better than what I thought he was going to do as a junior, and it just feels good to play with your little brother my last year.
Well, you guys got a little depth in that backfield. King came in, Carpenter came in, give you a chance to rest a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Can this team, how far can they go?
We can go real far because we can switch the backfield up. We can switch the quarterback. We can switch defenses. Even though we hurting in some spots, but we can still switch it up and still be solid in those spots.
All right, appreciate it. Good luck to you next week.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a little quick break here. We'll be right back with Coach Marty Herbst right after this. All right, now back with Coach Marty Herbst after the Lions convincing win tonight over Killeen Kangaroos. To run the record to 2-0, and that's pretty good sound, isn't 2-0?
Pretty good. You always want to win the game, which we did, and our kids fought hard and played with class and heart, which we encourage them to do day after day after day. Our hope was to battle and to win the battle, which we did, but we also hope to come out of this injury-free, and that didn't happen. And got a couple of guys dinged up pretty good, and several others with some minor stuff that we'll have to treat and slow play back onto the field. And that's pretty tough when you're in week 2, but I can't say that we're not used to it because those kinds of things happen to us frequently.
Yes, it does. And talk a little bit about this Killeen team. They had a good quarterback, left-hander. They had a good receiver, number 5, and had a long name. I don't know what it was, but he was pretty good, wasn't he? You guys kept him intact. Your secondary did an outstanding job.
Our secondary is so improved since our scrimmage against Ellison a couple weeks ago. I just can't tell you how happy we are. We're staying on top of routes and breaking up passes and intercepting balls and returning for touchdowns, and you know that's as simple as the game can be. And as I told the guys at halftime, we gave up a touchdown the first half, and I said we kick the ball off and we go unblocked and don't make the tackle, and they get a big return, and then we call a slant with the defensive line, and one guy doesn't slant and they run the ball there and score. So those are the things that want to make you bang your head up against the wall in the locker room, but those are also the teaching points from watching film that we have to have.
Talk a little bit about your kicker, Skato. Not only did he kick that long 44-yard field goal, he did a good job punting the football.
He had some really good punts. If he would have caught that high snap there at the end where they scored, I was hoping he would be the offensive player of the game. I teased him about that before the game. Told him it could happen, you never know, but he's wholeheartedly 100% into kicking, and we're happy that he's on our team.
Well, we're going to call you now the Road Warriors because the next 3 are on the road. You go to Heights, the Midway, and Inning Consolidated. It's going to be a little different playing here at home.
And I don't know if any of those have lost a game, and each week will get tougher and tougher, but that's what we asked for, and so that's what we're going to get.
Good luck to you next week, Coach.
Thank you.
You better spring old Lark in here and wrap her up.
Well, Killeen came in here with a very experienced defense, and the Waco offense put 52 points on the board against them, and the Waco defense put 14 points on the board.
Yes, it did. And this is the Waco High team. We talked on the pregame. It's size against speed, and like you said, you'll always take speed, and I think that was very evident tonight. Waco High had more speed, but they still got a tough road to hoe.
Certainly do. The Lions go to 2-0 after a 52-20 win over Killeen tonight here at Waco ISD Stadium. For our entire crew at Waco ISD TV and for the Coach Butch Henry, I'm Lark Smith. Good night from Waco ISD Stadium.